This is a summary of the H factor of personality by Ka-Byom Lee and Michael Ashton. In the H factor of personality, Ka-Byom Lee and Michael Ashton delve into the groundbreaking discovery of the HEXACO model of personality, which expands upon traditional frameworks like the Big Five character traits. Central to this model is the H factor, representing honesty and humility, a trait cluster that the authors argue is fundamental to understanding human behavior, morality, and interpersonal dynamics. The book not only outlines the empirical research behind the HEXACO model, but also explores its practical applications in everyday life, including relationships, work environments, and ethical decision-making. The HEXACO model of personality. Lee and Ashton introduce the HEXACO model, an acronym for 6 personality dimensions: honesty, humility, emotionality, extroversion, agreeableness versus anger, conscientiousness, and openness to experience. While most of these traits are similar to the dimensions of the Big Five model, honesty-humility sets HEXACO apart. This trait encompasses qualities like sincerity, fairness, modesty, and a lack of greed. According to the authors, individuals scoring high on this dimension are less likely to manipulate others for personal gain and more likely to act altruistically. The authors underscore that honesty-humility is not merely a moral virtue but a measurable psychological trait with evolutionary significance. They argue that this dimension reflects an individual's approach to resource sharing and social cooperation. People low in honesty-humility are more prone to exploitative and deceptive behaviors, characteristics linked to traits like psychopathy and Machiavellianism. The evolutionary basis of the H factor. Lee and Ashton propose that the H factor evolved as a way to regulate cooperative behavior within groups. They explain that human societies have always depended on trust and fairness to function effectively. Individuals with higher levels of honesty-humility are more likely to adhere to social norms and less likely to exploit group resources, making them valuable members of any community. Conversely, low-H individuals may succeed in the short term through manipulation or deceit, but are often ostracized in the long run. The authors also explore the interplay between the H factor and other personality traits. For example, a high H factor combined with high conscientiousness might lead to principled work habits, while high emotionality paired with low honesty-humility could manifest in manipulative yet emotionally expressive behaviors. Applications in daily life. Lee and Ashton emphasize that understanding the H factor can have profound implications for personal and professional relationships. In romantic partnerships, individuals high in honesty-humility tend to be more loyal and less likely to engage in infidelity. Similarly, in the workplace, these individuals are less inclined to engage in unethical behaviors like theft or fraud. The authors provide practical advice for identifying high and low H individuals, cautioning readers to be wary of those who exhibit signs of exploitation, entitlement, or excessive self-promotion. The book also addresses the role of the H factor in leadership and politics. Leaders with high honesty-humility are more likely to prioritize the common good over personal gain, while those with low H may exploit their positions for selfish ends. Lee and Ashton argue that this distinction is crucial for voters and organizational decision-makers to consider when evaluating candidates or leaders. Broader social implications. Beyond individual relationships, the authors discuss how the H factor influences societal trends. They argue that cultures with higher average levels of honesty-humility tend to exhibit stronger norms of fairness and cooperation. Conversely, societies with lower levels may struggle with corruption and inequality. The book explores how these cultural differences shape behaviors like charitable giving, environmental conservation, and compliance with laws. Lee and Ashton also highlight how understanding the H factor can help address global challenges. For instance, fostering honesty, humility in leadership and policymaking could improve international cooperation on issues like climate change and economic inequality. Critiques and future directions. While the authors are enthusiastic about the H factor's potential to revolutionize personality psychology, they acknowledge certain limitations. Measuring honesty, humility, for instance, relies on self-report surveys, which may not always capture true behaviors. They also recognize that the HEXACO model is not universally accepted and requires further validation across diverse cultural and demographic groups. Lee and Ashton conclude by calling for more research into the genetic, environmental, and cultural factors that influence the H factor. They suggest that understanding these influences could unlock new strategies for fostering ethical behavior and social harmony. Conclusion. The H factor of personality offers a compelling argument for the inclusion of honesty, humility in personality research and its relevance to everyday life. By grounding their insights in rigorous science and practical examples, Lee and Ashton make a persuasive case for the transformative power of the H factor. The book challenges readers to reflect on their own behaviors and values while providing tools to navigate complex social interactions more effectively. If you enjoyed this summary, drop a like. Be sure to subscribe for more leadership-related content in less than 10 minutes. Lee, Kabiom and Ashton, Michael C. The H factor of personality: why some people are honest, humble, and others are not. Wilfrid Laurier University Press, 2012.